The BCCI has been slapped with a fine of Rs 52.24 crore by the Competition Commission of India, the country's fair trade regulator for anti-competitive conduct. The fine is specifically linked to the board's broadcast deal for the Indian Premier League. The CCI considers the BCCI's assurance to the broadcasters to be in contravention of the provisions of Section 4.1 read with Section 4.2 of the Competition Act 2002. The PCB's efforts to either play against India or at least be compensated for series that have been cancelled has reached a potentially decisive phase after the board officially sent notice of dispute to the ICC. Now, an independent ICC committee will sit on Pakistan's claims that the BCCI has failed to fulfill an agreement signed in 2014 to play bilateral series. The PCB has claimed losses of up to $70 million from the failure of the BCCI to play the two series in November 2014 and December 2015, which were the result of this agreement signed by both the boards.
Whether or not the PCB can actually get this money, I don't know. There is an agreement there on paper, which clearly says that the BCCI agrees to play these series. It hasn't happened. Usually you account for things such as a government not allowing a side to play another government. If it's a government dispute, it becomes very tricky. I would find it difficult to see the PCB extracting at least that much money.
The ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup 2018 was launched on November 30 in Wellington. The 16-team event that brings together future stars of the game will be played across 4 cities and 7 venues in New Zealand from Jan 13 to Feb 3 next year. Speaking on the occasion, ICC Chief Executive David Richardson thanked New Zealand cricket for hosting the tournament for the 3rd time and lauded the importance of the Under-19 Cricket World Cup in grooming players from around the world. Canterbury have signed Ben Stokes as their overseas player, and the England all-rounder will be available for selection for the side's 50-over-4 trophy match against Otago in Rangiora on 3rd of December. A release from the Canterbury Cricket Association said that Stokes' inclusion was agreed upon by them as well as the ECB and was sanctioned by New Zealand Cricket.
For us, we've got a very young squad. I'm hopeful that Ben will bring us some experience to that squad, and our young players can learn from the professionalism around that as well, and that'll be good for us in the long run too.
Bangladesh fast bowler Al-Amin Hussain has been reported for a suspect bowling action in the Bangladesh Premier League. Al-Amin's wicket of Arif ul-Haq in the 15th over of the match between Khulna Titans and Comilla Victorians on 28 November had raised suspicion, and he will now have 14 days to respond to the BCB's bowling action review committee but can continue to bowl until then.